Well, hello everyone. This is Raquel. And first and foremost, I want to welcome you. Today is July 10th in the year 2022. And we have just come through really a powerful week, I would say. Even the first 10 days of July have been off the charts as far as the energetics that are really all over the place. We had, here in the US, we had the celebration of Independence Day, which saw quite a lot of different energies playing out. And then, of course, we had, which I'm sure many of you may have felt, the acceleration of the CERN. The CERN, if you're not sure what that is, it is from my humble and very, very, very limited understanding, CERN is in Europe, and it is a massive underground facility, scientific facility, where they are attempting to split the atom. And they went into another phase on July 5th, which really amplified that energy, which if you're sensitive like I am, we all felt pretty profoundly. And it is, let's just say it's not life enhancing energy that they are dealing with. And so we really felt that, and it is actually underground. It is in the belly, if you will, of Gaia. And of course, she felt it quite profoundly as well. And I find it quite interesting, the timing, of course, of that being amplified on the 5th of July, as we just started into another very powerful portal gateway of the 7-7, which again, the portal dates are impactful, but quite frankly, every single day is massive energies across this planet, across the solar system, and beyond. And it's quite fascinating to watch. I know that many of you were feeling the effects, and we were getting energetics from all over the place, right? We were getting the cosmic new higher frequencies coming in. But then, of course, with the acceleration of the energy and work at CERN, that was countering it. And we all were feeling that unbalance. At least I know I was. For several days, I was having a very hard time being in my body. And so you may be experiencing similar things where you are feeling the heightened energy coming in from the cosmos, the support that is going on, and then, of course, man-made energies that are interfering with that energetic. And it's purposeful, what's going on with the energetics that are man-made as we continue to take down and unravel all of the distortions that are playing out. And this process will continue as we get more and more unlocked. The opposition trying to keep things as status quo continues to accelerate as well. But the truth of the matter is we have been, especially if you've been following and doing my work, we have been in preparation for this for a very, very long time. Preparing the body to be able to connect faster and more efficiently with the higher frequencies that are anchoring. And yes, when we get a big surge like we did on July 5th, many of you may feel that counter energies coming into your fields, and the wobbling that happens when we come up against such non-organic frequencies. And so just being aware of that. And as we started through the 7-7 portal, there is much that is happening for the planetary stargates in Egypt. And these have been coveted locations on the planet. All of the stargates actually are very, very, very highly sought after locations on the planet. But Egypt, and right now during the 7-7 and leading up to the 8-8 portals, they're very much focused on, let's put it that way. And so as we came through the 7-7 portal, the CERN energy aside and the other things going on aside that are opposing this, during this beautiful gateway of the 7-7, there was much that was happening to unravel the distorted energies, teachings, information that has come from Egyptian timelines, from Sumerian Egyptian timelines, from the mystery schools, all of which have been distorted on some level. And when we go back to the fall, back at the, there's many levels and many layers of when this continued to be distorted. But when the sacred teachings, if you will, were overridden by Thoth, tomato, whichever way you choose to pronounce it. And the emerald tablets were distorted. The mystery school teachings were distorted deliberately to keep us from the organic truth. But this distortion came in really at the very beginning. The teachings that were brought forth were never pure. They were never fully aligned. They have always been distorted. And so this particular, because of the amount of unraveling that we are doing from the distorted, inverted technologies, grids, and there's 100 other words I could use, but as we continue to unravel these distortions, there's a lot that is trying to clear from the collective memory, from the actual teachings themselves, but deeply what is ingrained in the human records, in the human histories, and in the practices that so many, bless their souls, have actually worked with. And to be fair, it was something most people felt were very aligned. It was the best they could find. Again, it's all about having compassion. Everybody has been doing the very best they could with what was available. And we're just sitting in unprecedented times where the actual distortion from the very beginning of this deep dive, we're moving back into core 0 point understanding. And remember, this has never happened before. There have been bits and pieces and beautiful, amazing master souls that have come down over our civilization to try and embed truth back in, but it was so distorted to begin with. And those teachings and the purity of it quickly got distorted and overruled, if you will. And so it's just an exciting time to remember that we are really unraveling back to 0 point, back to original creation. And the distorted patterns that have been playing out within the fields, within the morphogenic fields, the records, what we've had access to is going through a whole nother level of unraveling. And so this particular 7-7 timeline or portal, if you will, up through the 8-8 portal, very much focused on Egyptian timelines, the grid systems that have been distorted out of Egypt, the mystery schools and technologies that have been deliberately reverse engineered. All of that is up for another round, if you will, of purging from deep-seated core belief systems, deep-seated grid systems within the planet, and from the bone libraries in which the histories are stored individually. So it's a very exciting time because as we are purging these old distorted energies, information, technologies that many of you have played with in this lifetime quite significantly, as we purge this, the true organic information can begin to anchor into your consciousness, into your matrix, into your body systems, into your light body systems. And so it's a time to be really celebrating, if you will, even though there's still so much unraveling and so much pushback that we're feeling. I hope that you can tap into the bigger picture of what is being anchored to bring forth the true organic awareness, teachings, and information. So with that, celebrate and know that the time period between now and the 8-8 portal, once again, is going to be quite impactful. But as I've said over and over and over again, that's kind of the name of the game anymore. There is really very little reprieve. It is full on as we continue to unravel the old and anchor in